So you might think that the bass guitar is not an important instrument in a band or in music. Well, it's actually one of the most important instruments in music. It's what I call the rhythm of music, or the backbone of a band. In this speech, I will show you how to play the bass guitar for the absolute beginner. I have been playing the bass for 3 to 4 years now and know some things about the instrument, so let's get started. Getting to know the basics of the bass is easier than what people think. The first thing you should know is the bass and the parts. The bass is like a person, and it's got a lot of features to it. There is the head of the bass. This is where the tuners for the strings, and the nut that holds the strings to the tuners right here. There is the neck. There is the neck of the bass, and these are where the strings are being played, and the right here is where the metal pieces are, and that's where you place your finger with the play. Then there is the body of the bass. There is the pickups, where the sound comes from the bass to the instrument, or to the amp. The controls of the bass, which controls the frequency. The bridge, which controls the strings to the head, right here. And then the end pin and the strap pin, where the strap holds the bass. Then the jack, right here, where the amp cord goes into. You should probably know the strings and the tuning. There are different basses and different strings to tuning too. A regular bass guitar has 4 strings, like my bass. And like the stand-up bass that had been played in the 20s and 30s before it became electric. Then there is the 5-string bass, there's a 6-string bass, and there's even a 24-string bass. But I'll demonstrate a 4-string SX Standard Series X. The standard tuning of a 4-string bass is the E, which is the top string. That is the lowest sounding string of the 4-string bass. Then the 2nd string, which is the A string. Then there is the 3rd string, which is the D string. And then the 4th string, which is the G string, which is the highest pitched sounding string of the 4-string bass. The thing you should learn next is hand placement and actually playing. The hand placement is very important while playing. You could play with a pick, but I'll demonstrate with my fingers, my index and my middle. You should put the right hand, if you're right-handed, on the bass pickup, and then the opposite if you're left-handed. You would put your thumb on the pickup and pluck the strings with your index and middle finger. You can go down the strings with your thumb, but that's just your preference. The 3 notes that are really easy to know is the F and F sharp, notes like G and G sharp, A and AB. Those are just some basic notes to learn. So the bass guitar is a very important instrument in a band and music together. So if you're still interested in playing the bass, practice and learn more. Thank you for tuning into my speech, and goodbye.